YouTube, what's going on? I'll make sure the mic working. All right. Family, friends, associates, what's happening? What's going on? Today I have a good topic. It's interesting. I thought about something. Well, I wasn't thinking about it. I actually saw it on someone else's channel. They've been talking about it for years. They got books out on it and everything. And I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? I can relate to that in a lot of ways. Dealing with people who have soul ties. And today I'm talking about breaking soul ties. Why should you break those soul ties? And you should got to be careful with dealing with people who have soul ties. It can ruin your life. Those soul ties are these people who you've been attached to or for years usually. You know, those ex-boyfriends mainly. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty. The ex-boyfriends, the ex-girlfriends, those soul ties, those or the exes or the people you've been sexually involved with for years. You're still stuck on with them people. You're still trying to, you're still with them. You're still tied to them, still attached to them people. Even when you go in your new relationship. Excuse me. Couldn't get it. All right, got it. All right. Now, even when you got your new relationships, you still going back to deal with those ties, those soul ties, those ex people, those older people. Not necessarily older, but those other people you've been dealing with for years. You know, and you got to be careful with that. You got to learn to break those soul ties so you can move forward and have a real soul tie, have a real person, real spouse. You know, a real person you're connected with. You know, they're blocking your blessings. They blocking it. They gonna block your blessings. They gonna block your blessings. You know, you can't deal with those people. You gotta let those people go. You gotta let them go. You know, I understand you're worried about, well, they can be back in the street, somebody else gonna get them, or my friend gonna get them with them, and I don't want them to have them, and all this other stuff like that. You can't worry about that. You got to know that the person that you dealing with, you finna get now, you're blessed with now. The good person is the person you're meant to be with, and you can't look back. You can't look back. I always talk about that, looking back, and you know that's like in the Bible. Lot wife, she looked back and turned to a pillar of salt. You look back, your relationship will turn. Your current relationship that you're blessed with will turn to a pillar of salt. It'll be dissolved. It'll be just disappear. You know, or you might. You never know. You gotta be careful with these soul ties, dealing with these people from the past. You gotta let those people go. You gotta go. You gotta get away from them. You know, dealing with these exes, boyfriends, and so usually that's what it is. The ex boyfriends or ex girlfriends or the ex spouse. You gotta let it go so you can move forward and be happy. You think you're happy, but you'll be happier with this other person, the new person. Because apparently you're not that happy if you're still trying to get involved with somebody else too. You still got this soul type. You're still trying to get involved. Some you're missing, some you're lacking, and you know what it really is. You know, you gotta let that go. You'll find the right person. You gotta let them go for a while because hurt people hurt people. You're gonna come to somebody else's life. You're gonna hurt them, and now they got a soul tie attached to you, or now they just hurt because you broke their heart, you made them a bitter person now. You know, so you got to be careful with that out there dealing with these people. I mean, you don't know people's intentions. You have to really use your discernment. Use your discernment wisely. Um, you know, and just be careful. But I don't like dealing with people who got the past stuff like that. If you come to me with this, my ex-boyfriends, I still my friends, they got to go. Ain't no more contact with them. I get maybe a holiday on Instagram or something. Hey, how you doing? I hope everything's going well with you. God bless or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, whatever, whoop de woo. That's it. That's it. Hope mom and dad doing well. I hope whatever doing well. That's it. All that coming to the table with these exes, you know, you wouldn't like it. You know deep down inside you wouldn't like that. Going back to play cards with his family and all this stuff, you ain't gonna like that. You gotta break them soul ties. You gotta let them go. You got to be these people you just having sex with casually. I get that. Everybody's been through that. And, you know, I've been through that. You're going to have people that been through it in the past. You just casually having sex with them. You know, that gets old. Once you find a new person you with, the new blessing that you have now in front of you, you need to worry about that. They got to go. Sometimes it's best not to even have somebody with benefits when you're looking for a long-term relationship because you really don't want to have a tie connected to somebody else or you know, emotionally attached to somebody else and whatever, because you can't give the new person the blessing that God sent you your all. You know, I'm trying to speak positive about it. I'm fairly. I speak fairly on both sides. I'm not a man that's just gonna bash women. That's why you ladies should subscribe to this channel. I'm not a man, not a man who just gonna bash men. That's why you fellas should subscribe to it. I'm fair. I'm fair across the board with everybody. I'm fair. I try to be fair with it, you know. Everybody. There's women out there who are good women, and it's men out there who are good men. You know, you just have to let go of the old, you know, old person, that your old type, old person that you like. You gotta let go of the soul tie. That old, you know, yeah, this is my type, but that's, you know, your type may not be the one for you. You may need to change your type. You know, it's you can't always, you can't run behind these people, man. You gotta let them go. You gotta let them. You gotta let these soul ties go in order for you to grow. And then, especially if you got children involved in this mess, you got children involved. You gotta think about them. They don't need to see you back and forth with a new guy, and then with the old another guy. All that, they don't need to see that. They don't need to see that. That ain't right for them. That's not fair to them. So, you know, you have to let go of those soul ties. That's what I want everybody out there to do. Work on letting go of the soul ties, all of the exes, the past, the history. Let all that stuff go. You know, and we're gonna grow. We're gonna go forward. We're gonna let it go, and we're gonna grow. And that's what we're going to do here. We're going to do this here on this channel. So that's why you guys should subscribe, comment down below, like this video, and let me know what you think. Until that time, till next time, I'll see you all next video. Let go of them soul ties.